how can I prepare for GATE quickly? That is the topic of discussion today. I am Vijayamanohar. I have been associated with GATE coaching for the last 7 to 8 years, and I have written GATE till now 11 times. Writing GATE has become my hobby to say. So I'm just sharing my experience and my journey with and my experiments with GATE, what I have seen. So, and I have, based on my experience with GATE, I have coached students also, and whatever technique I have used has really manifested into fruitful results. So I think the methods what we will be discussing will be result oriented there. You can take the approach whatever we are discussing here hence. Okay. So let us get started. The agenda for the discussion today will be like this. Why GATE? How to prepare for GATE? What is the strategy? This is what the topic is going to be broadly be. So why GATE? I think many of you know GATE for higher studies, I can use GATE for research opportunities, I can use GATE for job in PSUs or private. So this makes GATE very attractive and very important. So higher studies, be it higher studies in India or be it higher studies abroad, you can use your GATE score. India, in the sense, all of you know IISc is the premium institute in India for higher education and research. So IISc admissions are through GATE score. All the premiums, IIT for their MTech programs and MS programs, they consider GATE score. All the NITs, they take GATE score. And abroad, so in India we have IISc, IITs, NITs, and also we have something called as triple ITs. Now, they are all accepting GATE score. Abroad, if you want to see, even abroad, you have NUS in Singapore, you have Nanyang Technical University in Singapore, there is couple of institutes called Axgen in Germany, and TU in Munich, they all accept GATE scores. So GATE has been, not only in India, it is internationally acclaimed measure for your aptitude in engineering. And research opportunities, definitely, again, going back to IISc and IITs, you can do research there. Even GATE score can be used to fetch research assistantship programs or job related to research in premium research and development labs in India. Like, to give a brief thing, you have BARC, Baba Atomic Research Center, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, all these premium research institutes in India. Even there is a company called ECIL, Electronic Corporation of India Limited. All these premium institutes in India use GATE score for recruitment. And also jobs in PSUs. Of course, we all know PSUs are very lucrative jobs. We have the Navratna PSUs, which are we have NTPC, ONGC, SAIL, GAIL, Power Grid, offering very lucrative salaries for GATE candidates. The selection process is only through GATE score. So be it higher studies in India, be it higher studies in abroad, be it research opportunities, be it jobs in PSUs, GATE is playing a vital role. Hence, GATE is becoming more important for us. The next question comes is how to prepare and what is the strategy. That is what is the entire meeting about. We will have the discussion about it. I want to discuss about this. This is very important. How GATE has evolved over a period of time. If I look at the time frame before 2000, GATE was descriptive. Between 2000 to 2005, if you see, it was having 85 questions, and max EC, EEE and all didn't have max. Max was there only for mechanical and CS. These branches didn't have max. Then after 2005, max was included for these branches also. After 2005, these branches also had max mandatorily for 13 to 15 marks. This was one important change that happened in GATE. And then post 2010, we are having only 65 questions in 3 hours. Of which 55 are technical questions and 10 are non-technical GA related questions. This is technical plus max. This is how the present syllabus of GATE is looking like. So what we see is GATE evolved itself from a descriptive exam to a pure objective based exam. Okay, and in 2013 onwards, 2014 onwards, we are having GATE to be online and we have numerical questions. This is getting added to GATE. So, hold on guys, I see a lot of questions are coming up. Just hold on, I will take up all your questions. Just we will go through the discussion first and then I will take up all of your queries. So, what I am trying to describe over these facts is GATE has always been a exam which is orienting itself towards concepts. Clearly, if you see, I have to solve 65 questions in 3 hours. I am not asking you to solve 300 questions in 3 hours. If I am asking you to solve 300 questions in 3 hours, you have to have rapid firing. I need to just memorize formula and start firing up the answers. But that is not the case here. The case here is, you have 65 questions in 3 hours. And most of the cases you need not even answer all these 65 questions. You answer 55 plus questions correctly. Accuracy is more important in GATE because you are having negative mark. You answer 55 plus questions correctly in GATE, you will be the topper. You need not decide whether I have to apply to IISc or whether I have to apply to IIT. IISc and IITs will decide you. They will be coming behind you, please join. You need not run behind them. So all that is shown here in the board here is GATE has evolved itself to be a concept based exam. I need not memorize formula, memorize and go and start firing back to back answers like that. You need not start solving questions. You have sufficient time. As I told you, all you have to target is to attempt for 55 plus questions. 55 questions you attempt. That means 3 hours. 3 hours is 180 minutes. In 180 minutes, you have to attempt 55 questions. That means you have more than 3 minutes per question, which is a huge amount of time. You need not memorize anything. In 3 minutes, all you need is a methodical approach for every question. I should be approaching the question properly. I need not memorize unnecessarily formula, tons and tons of formula. I need not memorize and create pressure for me and make me afraid of GATE. I need not do all these things. That is the intention. That is what is the expectation also. If I am asking you to solve 300 problems in 3 hours, you have to memorize thousands of formulas. You don't have time to think. You have to do a rapid firing. You need not do rapid firing in GATE is what I am trying to say here. And Let us see how to do a fast track preparation. How to do this? This is what is the topic of. So far whatever we discussed is the introduction. This is the main topic. How to do a fast track preparation or how to prepare for GATE in 4 months. That is the topic of this discussion. Let us concentrate on this now. So what all I know, GATE has whatever may be the discipline. There are multiple disciplines in GATE, like I have ECE, EEE, instrumentation, computer science, civil, mechanical, so on so forth. But whatever topic, whatever discipline you may be applying GATE, every discipline will have 9 to 10 subjects which are important. 9 to 10 subjects in syllabus. This is the entire syllabus. And each of these 9 to 10 subjects will have nine to 10 topics. Correct. So what I am trying to say is, these are 9 to 10 subjects. Like for example, I am telling you, let us say for example you are an electrical and electronics guy. So that subjects will be maths, then you will have analog, networks, digital, control systems, signals systems, measurements, machines, power electronics, like that. Those are these 9 to 10 subjects what you have in syllabus. Clear? And each subject has 9 to 10 topics. Like for example, if I take maths, in maths you have probability. Within probability you have discrete probability, continuous probability, Bayes theorem. Then you have linear algebra. In linear algebra you have some 3-4 topics. Then you have say differentiation, basics of calculus. Then you have vector calculus, curl, grade, dive. So what I am trying to say is, there are 9 to 10 subjects in syllabus and each subject is having 9 to 10 topics, and further there will be subtopics within the subject. So I need to prepare for this 9 to 10 subjects for GATE. Okay. So first point you need to do is analyze last 10 to 15 years GATE material, GATE question papers. So when you analyze this, you will have an idea of. So I think again I am telling you there are a lot of questions coming up. Just hold on guys. We will have the discussion. We will discuss. I will take your questions from 6:45 onwards. So till then allow me to explain what I am intending to explain. Okay. So we are analyzing the last 10 to 15 years of question papers. You will have an idea of what is the spread of questions. What is the spread of questions? Just I am giving you an example. If say, let us say I am taking the example of a EC, EEE, IN case. If you take these branches for example, I am just giving an example here. So max comes for approximately 13 to 15 marks. Then you have GA coming for 15 marks. Then you have analog, networks plus analog, together coming for around 20 to 22 marks. These numbers are indicative, okay? Based on the last 10 years trend, this is how broadly it looks like. And digital comes for around 8 to 10 marks. And then you have control systems coming for another 8 to 10 marks. So if you see this overall, this is roughly 15, this is roughly 15, 30. This all together will make up another say 35 marks. So roughly approximately 65 marks is coming from this area. These 6 topics: maths, general aptitude, network, analog, digital, control systems. Roughly approximately 65 marks is coming. 65 marks is approximate. Roughly it varies from year to year. There is it will be around 60 to 65 marks you can say. And then remaining 30 to 35 marks, approximately 35 marks comes from remaining area. That is, if you are instrumentation, it comes from signals, measurement, transducers, like that. If you are a triple E guy, it comes from power electronics, it comes from power systems, machines, EMT. If you are a triple E guy, if you are ECE guy, this is for triple E. If you are a ECE guy, it comes from signals, communication, then EMT, then devices. Remaining 35 marks approx. This is how GATE paper typically looks like. So based on this analysis, so if you are a mechanical guy, for every branch, if you are mechanical and civil or computer science, these two will be true for you. Your GA, this portion will be true. This portion is true for all the branches. This part will vary from topic to topic. So if you are a mechanical guy, you can analyze how much is coming from thermodynamics, how much is coming from fluid mechanics, how much is coming from heat and mass transfer. All those things you can analyze by looking at the last 10 to 15 years paper. So this will give you how much you should concentrate on every subject. This is one part of information what we have. Based on this, what I am trying to tell you is maths and GA are very, very important for GATE. Now, why I am saying that is, there may be a GATE paper where there is question from measurements or not. There may be a GATE paper where this control system is asked for 8 marks or not. It may be asked for only 4 marks, for example I am telling you. But in last 10 to 15 years, there have never been a GATE paper where this is not covered. GA is there only from 2010 onwards. Maths is there from 2005 onwards. So in the last 12 years, 10 to 12 years, this Maths and GA has become compulsory in GATE. This is for sure. That means if I am good at Maths and GA, I am going to secure approximately 30 marks of me. My marks are secured. Let us say 30 marks if I prepare 100%. If I prepare 85 to 90%, then out of these 30 marks, I will surely get 25 or let us say 22 to 25 marks I will get. Correct? It's a decent score. Out of this 30, I will easily get 22 to 25 marks, which is a very, very important score. That means this marks itself will help you to qualify in GATE. Because if you see, qualifying marks in GATE has been around 25 to 30. That means if I prepare my Maths and GA properly, without preparing any other subject also, I can easily qualify in GATE. The first step of GATE is already taken care. Clear? So what I am trying to say is, if you prepare Maths and GA properly, roughly the biggest step of qualifying the GATE is already taken care. Let us look at the other things. I will call this as, instead of strategy, let me call this as general guideline. Now, today what is today's date? Today is 20th August. This is today. When is GATE? We are planning for GATE 2017. This is somewhere in February 2017. So if you see, if you look at the calendar, we have 24 weeks from here. From today we have 24 weeks. So 24 weeks means 168 days we have. Let us say out of this 168 days, we are having college exams, we are having semester exams, we are having Diwali, we are having Dasera, we are not feeling well, we are not in a mood to prepare for GATE, Christmas, so many things are there. So let us say 30 days we don't study, 30 days are absolute no preparation, absolutely no preparation for GATE. You do something else on those days. I am taking this as margin, because many of you may be working, many of you may be having college semester exams, all those things. So 30 days is, so remaining I have 138 days. So in this 138 days, I need to prepare for GATE. Let us target these 138 days. As I told you, for GATE, you have nine topics for GATE. You have 9 topics in GATE as per your discipline. Like I told you, in case you are instrumentation, you have max, networks, analog, digital, control systems, like that. And if you are electrical, you have your subjects like that. So you have 9 to 10 subjects or 9 to 10 topics in GATE. Now let us say we will pick 6. We have done already. What did we do before this? We analyzed the last 15-year GATE papers. So from the last 15-year GATE papers, we know what are all the important topics I need to concentrate. What are all okay topics I need to concentrate. I need not be absolute master in any of them. Guys, this is very important. Don't try to read beyond what is needed for GATE. Don't try to become an absolute master in any subject. You need not become absolute master in any subject. All you need is a good amount of basics in all the topics. If you are becoming superhero in maths and you are not good in analog, digital, networks, everything, it is not good for GATE. You need not become a superhero in maths. You can become a good guy in maths. You can become good in analog. You become good in networks. You become average in digital. You become average in control systems. You can clear GATE easily. This is all I am trying to tell you. This is the mantra for clearing GATE. Take it from me. This is the way GATE you can score in GATE. This is the way you can clear GATE. So based on this, what I am trying to tell you, you can figure 6 topics or 7 topics which is very important for you. And 2 topics which you will prepare average. Averagely you will prepare 2 topics out of this. So, okay. So let us take, you have these 7 topics, right? 7 topics you will prepare nicely. 6 to 7 topics you will prepare nice preparation. And 2 to 3 topics I will prepare averagely. This is how I am planning to prepare. If I do this, let us say every topic, so these are the subjects. So when I say topics here, this is something like max, control system, signals and systems. Those are the different subjects. Then within that each subject you have multiple topics. So take 10 days for every subject. 10 days for one subject or one topic. When I say topic here, or let me call this subject. So 10 days for one subject and 3 days of revision. It's not it's not that you will simply read it, because you read it, many times it so happens. Today we solve, let us say from starting from today next 10 days, we solve max, only max. Then by the time by the time Gandhi Jayanti comes, we don't know what is Laplace transform. We don't know what is linear algebra. Everything evaporated. That is not a good preparation. A good preparation means whatever you have read should be carried along with you. That is most important point you all should keep in mind. So how can I do that? How can I do that? The answer for that is periodic revisions. I need to revise periodically. Now, if I have to revise periodically, now this revision is not again, see, take it, this is revision. This is not second preparation. Please note it. I am asking you to revise. Revision is not second preparation. Revision is not a second preparation. When I prepare, I take lot of time to understand the concepts, understand the topics, understand the intricate details of the subject. But when I revise, I know already the concept. I need to just bring it to my memory from the deep subconscious memory. That's all I have to do. Correct? So how to revise itself is a very important topic. Suppose if you read maths continuously for 10 days from today, and then don't think about maths for next 2 months, by the time October or November comes, maths will be totally Greek and Latin. So I should do periodic revisions. So when I prepare this 10 days also, I should not be the 10 days of preparation and on the 11th, 12th, 13th day I revise. This 3 days is just a apportioned time. This 10 days and 3 days are interleaved together. So I will read for 2 days. So whatever I read today, Just spend some 20 to 30 minutes at the end to recollect what all I have read. Just read everything today. This is not memorizing. I am not asking you to read, close your book, ax plus b equal to something, ax plus b equal to Laplace transform, Laplace transform of sin omega t is a square by omega square something. I am not asking you to do that. That is not I am asking you to do. I am asking you to revise. When I say revise, what all you have prepared, just close the book, sit and try to recollect. It is not memorizing. Try to recollect. When you are recollecting, try to recollect qualitatively. So, when you are recollecting, try to recollect qualitatively. What do I mean by qualitative recollection? It should be concept oriented. I should not revise all this formula. I should not be revising simply formula. I should revise it with concept. So if I simply don't understand anything and I am trying to memorize, it will not work. Revise it qualitatively. Don't start with some random point and try to recollect. See, in your topic, say for example, if you have maths. Let us say today I did linear algebra. I am taking the example of maths because maths is common to all of you. Let us say today I studied linear algebra. I should not simply sit and recollect rank of a matrix. What is rank of a matrix? What is eigenvalue? What is eigenvector? What is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? None of them are connected. None of them are connected with one another. If I try to recollect like this, it will not work out. If I try to recollect like the way I told you, it will not work out. What you should do, you should start like this. Okay. You should start with, okay, matrix. What are the properties of matrix? Just recollect. Okay, today I read linear algebra, so I read properties of matrix. What are matrices? It's a collection, a row and column collection of numbers. You have different types of matrix, like you have a symmetric matrix, real symmetric matrix, Hermitian matrix. Just, it comes in a flow now. Then after discussing the property of matrix, based on the property of matrix, one property of a matrix is the rank. And now based on the rank, you have the system of equations defined. If the rank of the augmented matrix is same as the rank of the system matrix, then you have solution. Else there will be a non-trivial, else the system will be inconsistent. Then based on this, you go to homogeneous and non-homogeneous equations. Now based on this, you go to eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Now once you have eigenvalue and eigenvector, you know what is called as a characteristic equation. Now based on the characteristic equation, you have the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Every square matrix will satisfy its own characteristic equation. Now you see, it came in a flow. It comes in a flow. It is not random points I am trying to recollect. So this is what I studied today. When I recollect, it comes in a flow, in a proper order, and I need not know, the moment I get to this order, that subject is there with me. I need not explicitly go read again and again. So during this preparation, you have your own notes. That will be the most important thing. That will be the place where you will refer in case you are stuck, because it is prepared by you. Definitely you have, let us say if you are a TGA student or you are joining TGA materials are very good in helping you to prepare for GATE. So like last 15 years question paper is also there, part of TGA material, and all the analysis on the weightage of questions, all these things are given as part of TGA material. These materials will help you to guide you in that direction. Clear? Now, so based on this, what we conclude, we have 6 to 7 topics, 6 to 7 subjects, and each subject is going to take 13 days for me. So overall, I will spend 7 cross 13, that is 98 days. I'm sorry, how much? I'm sorry. Let us take it this way. I will take 11 days for preparation and 3 days for revision. So I spend 14 days. So when I spend 14 days, I spend 98 days here in preparing for 7 subjects. Believe me, if you are prepared 7 subjects excellently well, this itself is sufficient for you to get an excellent score in GATE. But we don't want to be complacent. We need to think practical, because we are preparing in a fast track way. We might have missed 1 or 2 points unknowingly. So we need to build margin for ourselves. That margin is what is these 2 subjects which we have prepared averagely. That 2 subjects, 2 to 3 subjects, let me take it as 2 subjects, I will prepare for, let us say, 13 days, which will make it 26 days. So overall, at the end of 124 days from now, I will be prepared with 9 subjects, with 7 subjects nicely covered and 2 subjects averagely covered. Clear? That means still I have 14 more days left. So if I take 124 days away from this, still I have 14 days left. In this 14 days, what you do importantly is relax. This is very, very important. Throughout the preparation also, be calm. See, we are all not superhumans or some gods or something. We are all normal human beings. We are trying to have a methodical approach towards GATE. Something is not clear, have a proper approach. Just approach, let us say you have a material, go and read the material. You have previous year GATE question papers with solutions, refer to the solutions. You have, let us say for example in case of TGA, you have recorded lectures, you have e-GATE, you have tabGATE, you have in-GATE, GATE lecture reaches you in home. Revise the lectures and try to get the concept out of the lectures. So concepts are most important thing. So when you have proper concept, automatically the tension will come down. When you have proper concepts, automatically the tension will come down because you will be able to apply the concepts and solve problem. So first thing you have to do is relax. Second most important thing is GATE papers. Mock GATE. You have to solve GATE papers plus mock GATE. You need to take mock GATE. This will help you to have a qualitative feedback of how well you have prepared. I am not asking you to wait to solve GATE papers till this point. Even during these cases, you can solve GATE papers and solve GATE problems. I am not stopping you from solving GATE problems here. Here, you solve, let us say I start today, in 1 hour or 2 hours I will solve, I am learning, I am in the learning phase now. So I may solve only 3 problems in 2 hours because I am learning it slowly one by one. But when I am reaching here, I need to be time cautious also. So I am asking you to solve all the GATE papers and take up mock GATE so that you are having time consciousness also when you are solving the problem. So that the environment of GATE is not new to you. You are used to that environment. So that on the day of GATE you are not pressurized. That is most important. Okay. This is very important point. The reason I am emphasizing this is for many people whom I have met, revision is second preparation. So first thing you need to note is revision is not second preparation. It is revision. Okay, revision is not second preparation. That means if I take 10 days to prepare a subject, I should be able to revise it in 2 to 3 days. So when I am revising, I will be solving. I need not go back to the full book and read it. I need to recollect only hints because already I have understood the books. So I will be revising it in form of revise concepts. Now to revise concepts, I need not I need not read a book and revise concept. I can revise. Revision means what? You are checking whether you are knowing it or not. You are trying to recollect it and try it. So you can do this by solving problems also. So in the name of revision, you can solve problems. Okay. When I say solving problems, it is very important. I want all of you to understand this point. Many people, what they think in terms of solving problem is, I solved 100 problems, I solved 200 problems, I solved 50 problems. Number of problems that you are solving is not at all important. Variety of problems you are solving and the number of concepts you are understanding from each model of the problem is very important. The variety of problems. So when I say models, different models slash variety, different concepts, this should be covered. I cannot solve 100 problems in analog electronics. All the 100 problems I will take fixed bias circuit, or all the 100 problems I will solve only linear algebra where y equal to ax is given. That will not work out. I need to solve for different problems. If I am solving linear algebra, I need to solve problems with for system of equations, for eigenvalue, eigenvector. Eigenvalue is given and eigenvector is asked. Matrix is not given, eigenvalues, eigenvectors are given, how to recompute the matrix. a matrix is given, how to find eigenvalue, eigenvectors. Like these different models of problems. All that mixture of variety is very important. So when you solve these type of problems, automatically your concepts will get revised. You need not explicitly go open, read and recollect. So this is already provided you as assignments in GATE Academy materials. And you also have all the GATE problems. So you can practice GATE problems here. You can practice GATE problems. This is also coming to you along with the TGA material. You can read this. Okay. Then, every week, this is, so how to revise? So I told you daily revise for 20, daily have a summary. So daily have a summary. So this summary should not take more than 20 minutes. Daily. Whatever you have read on that day, you just recollect it. Now if you did this, there is no necessary effort. Now you did this, but what will happen? Let us say you started from today, 10 days after or 12 days after you finished maths. Then after that you stop recollecting maths, then that is a big crime. Because after 2 months, as I told you earlier, you would have forgotten it. So what you should do is, weekly once, say 2 to 2.5 hours. Recollect all topics you have prepared till then. Recollect all topics you have prepared till then. Now this may look very challenging for you, but it is not, believe me. Because, let us say, you may think, in 2 hours how can I recollect so many things? Let us say you are starting today. By next week you would have finished only maths. So you would have recollected only maths. Okay. Now by next week, let us say you read maths plus let us say you solved some networks. So you have to recollect maths plus networks. So when you are going to recollect maths plus network, that is going to be the second revision of maths, not the first revision. Since you have already prepared maths once, you have already revised maths once, the second revision will automatically happen faster. Correct? So over a period of time, your fastness, automatically you will start approaching it in an efficient way. You will automatically, that fastness and speed will come to you. You need not explicitly try to solve something fast. Because of repeated recollecting, you are recollecting it. And when I am saying, I repeat this again and again, when I am saying recollect, you need not open your book and mug up something. You should not be like Laplace transform of u of t is 1 by s square, Laplace transform of t u of t is 1 by s square, Laplace transform of sin t is a by s square. That is not I am asking you to do. When you are recollecting, try to recollect qualitatively. I already gave you an example in case of linear algebra also. Try to recollect it qualitatively. All the concepts should be covered in hints. You need not write Rama and Mahabharata there. You just write hints. You just try recollect in terms of hints. This happens, so this happens, so this happens, so this happens. It should come like a flow automatically. You need not explicitly harass yourself in terms of revision. Okay, that is the most important point I am trying to tell you. So, solving gate problems, solving model problems itself can be a part of recollection or revision. Okay, then this I have been doing. See, I am telling you, if you know the beauty of the technique I am telling you, revision is not a separate. Many people will tell you, prepare for gate for first 3 months, last 1 month you revise. Now if you prepare for gate for 3 months, and you start revision in the 4th month, in 4th month by the topic what you prepared in the first month will be Greek and Latin. But the technique in what I am suggesting you, your revision is happening periodically. It is happening again and again, again and again, again and again in a faster way. So at the end of 3 months, say 3 months means what? By the 3 months from now will be December end. So at December end, around December end time frame or December mid of December time frame, the topic what I prepared this week will not be a Greek and Latin for me. It will be my friend. It will not be my enemy. So I can attempt problems related to those topics without having a psychological fear. Believe me guys, 90% of the cases of unable to crack gate is happening because of psychologically you are getting afraid whether I will be able to take up gate. Oh, I don't know anything. I am taking my gate paper today. I am not able to solve any problem. I am waste. I will not be able to attack gate. I will not be able to do it. So don't have all these prejudice. Don't have all this confusion in your mind. Approach gate with a natural, cool mindset. You are preparing gradually one by one, one by one. You are building one layer on top of other layer on top of other layer on top of other layer. So since your foundation is strong, because you are having a periodic revision, your foundation will be strong. So you are building on top of your foundation which is strong enough, which is good. So at by December you start taking up, by last week of December or by mid-December onwards, you would start revising it full-fledgedly. Full-fledged revision means what? You solve full-fledged gate, mock gate. You take some 7 to 8 mock gate topics, papers, 7 to 8 mock gate papers, and you have last 15-year gate papers. Solve them. Okay, when you say solve them, that is very, very important thing. Many people, they will solve, but they will not learn from that. That is the biggest problem. When I say take 7 to 8 mock gates, final revision, when I am talking about final revision, this should happen in December, mid-December 2016 to end of Jan 2017. What I mean by this is take mock gates. 7 to 8 test. Then solve previous 10 to 15 years gate problems. Now when I am saying this, you may ask me, sir, during preparation also we solved gate problems. Do you now also we are solving the gate problems? What is the value addition? The value addition is, now you are gauging yourself what you have read in the month of August or in the month of September, whether you are able to recollect it properly in the month of December, January. That is one important value addition. Second thing is, when you prepared for gate, as I told you, you are not time conscious. Today I will study linear algebra, so I will solve one problem in linear algebra for half an hour also. But in real gate, if you solve one problem of linear algebra in half an hour, it is lot of waste of time. So towards December and January, you need to become time conscious. So these two steps will help you again on that. And most importantly, you learn from your mistakes here. So far you have prepared for gate so much. You have invested your 4 months of effort and you prepared so much. Now you are taking up gate. Now the result of this should be fed back. So what do I mean by result? Is not demotivation. It's not that, oh no, I'm not worth of clearing gate. Not that. I'm not talking about that. The result is where all I am making mistake. What is my strength? Where I am weak? What silly mistake I am making? So if you learn all your silly mistake, if you become aware of where you are making mistake, what is the concept I am missing, all those things should get fed back. So now you become more aware. You already prepared all those things. Now you are evaluating yourself. This evaluation is important. Evaluate. So from this you will know where you are making silly mistakes. What is your strength? What is your weakness? Concepts, misconcepts, all these things you will come to know. So you are aware of all these things now. So you are well prepared for gate by January is what I am trying to say. This is the mantra I am trying to tell you for preparing gate. So the summary what I want to give you is, the summary is this. Prepare 7 topics nicely. Have periodic revisions. So this is, I told you, daily, weekly, both it should happen. Then mock gates and gate papers. Evaluate results. This is the formula I am giving you. Okay, so based on this, you will also know why you are writing GATE. Many of you may be writing GATE for MTech in IISc. Many of you may be writing GATE for MTech in IIT. Many of you may be writing GATE for a job. So, last 5 minutes guys, I will take up all your questions. So, if you want ME MTech in IISc, your rank should be less than 20. ME MTech in IITs, your rank can be less than 100. If you want to do MS in IISc or IITs, your rank can be less, up to 300 you can go. You want a job in Navaratna PSU, your rank can be up to 300 to 350. So then job in any PSU up to 500 to 550 your rank can go. Now these are just indicative numbers. I am not claiming that these are the absolutely correct number. These are general guidelines. This may vary plus or minus 50 on this side or that side depending upon what is the mood of the students taking up GATE that year. Let us say, for what I mean by that is, let us say this year people wrote all 20 toppers of rank 1 to rank 20 in electrical engineering. Let us say rank 1 to rank 100 in electrical engineering. All of them are going for PSU jobs, for example. So rank 101 will go to IISc. But that doesn't happen every year like that. What I am saying to you is a very exaggerated picture. So this is how a general trend looks like this. Clear? So accordingly you can also strategize yourself. So what I am trying to tell you out of all these things is, in the starting of the discussion I told you, what is your last 15 years of GATE papers you have analyzed, and you know what are the topics which are important for GATE. So how the trend of GATE is, what are the mix of problems I am getting in GATE, all those points you are aware of. Now you know what is your aim, for why I am writing GATE, I know my aim. So accordingly I can see, okay, I want to get into, say I want to get into this. So I need to get a rank of less than 100. So if I have to get a rank of less than 100, my score has to be more than 70. So how to get a score of more than 70, I already told you. I will prepare 6 subjects and 2 to 3 subjects overall, then I will get it. Say I want to get it here, somewhere here. I have to get around 60 to 70 marks. So I can little bit prepare 1 subject or 2 subject average way. So that is the way you gauge yourself and you have a benchmark for yourself in preparation. Clear? So, as I told you, GATE Academy materials will help you in all these steps what I have been discussing with you. So that's all I have with me. So I am ready to take up your queries now, guys. Please go ahead with your queries, one by one. So, hey guys, one by one, hold on. Sometimes we get, 1 second, I need to, guys, hold on. I got some 5-6 questions. How to prepare for GA English part. Sometimes we get the formula and get a few techniques. 1 second guys. Hold on, I already got so many questions. Let me answer these, then I will take up. Sometimes we forget the formula and few theories, say in manufacturing engineering, which have more theories. So how to revise these topics. So that's what I told you. Whatever topic it may be, I understand what you are asking. You are a mechanical engineering student. You are asking that in, that is not only true for manufacturing, even in metallurgy you have lot of theory. If I understand it correctly, even in metallurgy you have lot of theories. So, For pure theory based papers, you have to recollect in a very fast way. Let us say you have it as hints. Don't recollect the entire, don't try to recollect. Let us say for example you are recollecting metallurgy. Don't try to recollect from the first page of the book to the last page of the book. It should be quick revision. So let us say I will give you an example. Let us say you want to recollect metallurgy. So I will start. So I have to begin with, I have my steel. I have my steel and soft iron, wrought iron. So what are the different types of iron? What are its qualities? What it is used for? What is a nodular cast iron? What is a grey cast iron? What is a pig iron? What is a wrought iron? All those things. Then you will go to steel. What is a carbon? Based on the carbon content, you can classify it as steel. Based on that, you have the iron-iron carbon equilibrium diagram. So you know what is austenite, what is a martensite, what is a cementite, what is laduberite, all those things. Then you go to TTT curves. So based on temperature, time transformation, how the different alloying phases takes place. Now, then you have different alloying. I have austenitic stainless steel. So why austenitic stainless steel? Why? If I add chromium as an alloying agent, what will happen? If I have manganese as an alloying agent, if I add molybdenum as an alloying agent, what will happen? I want high temperature, fatigue and creep resistance. What alloying material I should add? Like that way, see, it comes in a flow. It comes in a flow. I need not take Sidney Avener or Kurmi or some book and try to recollect it from the first page to the last page. It automatically comes in a flow. So that is how I am asking you to structure your preparation. So if your preparation was properly structured, automatically one after other, automatically it will come. Okay. So don't worry about the too much theory subjects and all. Automatically it will come. So read, first of all try to read in a qualitative way. Automatically you will understand the link between one topic and the other topic. That is most important. So how to stay focused for next 140 days amidst semester exams. So see, one thing I will tell you. Don't try to take these things too much to heart, saying that no, I have to clear GATE, day in and day night. You pressurize yourself, it will not happen. It is clearly the amount of tension you take will be counterproductive. Stay focused in the sense, when you say stay focused, you are, GATE is your aim. No. What happens is not your aim. That is the way you will stay focused. So, when you want to stay focused, avoid yourself from all the nuisance. See, everybody will tell you, when you are preparing for GATE, the general tendency is you go and discuss with your friends. Your friend will say something, somebody will say something, somebody else will say something. Now all these factors will come and haunt you. Oh no, my friend has prepared so much well in networks, he is blasting like anything in analog electronics, I am a junk fellow, I don't know anything. So all these factors, if it starts to creep, you will lose focus. If your friend is prepared well, yes, he has done a good job, appreciate him, you keep focus on your preparation, that's all. No, I am not preparing, I am not able to prepare, I am not understanding concept. Like this, if you start pressurizing yourself, you will lose focus. So whatever happens, your focus should be only on GATE. Amount of tension, amount of pressure, amount of torture you make yourself and all will not help you. That is the way you stay focused. And okay, so somebody is asking that I have a break for 3 years after preparing. What is the option left for me through GATE? So, like for example, I will tell you, I am standing here as a classical or a standing proof in front of you. So, to answer, in case you have a break, so I will tell you about myself, not to praise about myself or to give any, I am just giving an example. So I cleared my GATE in 2004. 2004 I graduated. I joined my MTech only in 2008. There is a gap of 4 years. These 4 years I was working at Bark and IGCA. Clear? So what I am trying to tell by this is, 4 years even I had break in my education. I had 4 years of nothing, it doesn't affect you. All you need to do is conceptual preparation. Just ensure that you have been conceptually, you are preparing. That's all you have to do. If you prepare yourself conceptually, 4 years of break is not a big deal. You can crack GATE. Believe me, I am not joking. I cracked GATE in 2008 and my rank was 13. Okay, I will tell you this. I will tell you what mistakes I made. In 2004, actually, when I was doing my engineering, even till last couple of years before, even third year students were allowed to write GATE. Okay. So, I wrote my GATE in 2003 also. I wrote my GATE in 2000. In 2003, my rank was 181. I got overjoyed. In third year itself, I cracked GATE. So GATE is easy for me. I became overconfident. What is the problem it cost me is, in my fourth year when I wrote GATE, I improved, but the improvement was not good enough. My rank was 107. It was not that great rank for me to join IISc. I wanted to join only IISc. It was not that great rank for me to join IISc in electronic systems design, which I wanted to join. So that complacency, that overconfidence, that unnecessary deviating, that's what I told you. Unnecessarily I deviated from the goal of preparing for GATE. Had my goal been preparing for GATE only, I would have cracked GATE here itself. But I missed that. But using this GATE score, even those days, BRC and IGCAR was accepting GATE score for their recruitment. Using this GATE score, I joined BRC and IGCAR. I was a trainee at Baba Atomic Research Center, and then I was I was posted in Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research. 4 years I worked there. I was out of my syllabus. I was working in something different from what I have studied. It was very confined area. I was working for nuclear instrumentation, all those things. So it was very confined. I was not working, I was not remembering my signals and systems, my measurements, I was not remembering my linear algebra, because I was not using all those things for my day-to-day work. So that's what happened for me during these 4 years. Then, in 2008, I started preparing for GATE in the way I told you. Qualitatively, quantitatively, keeping the focus, I prepared for GATE. Here, I want you to note, I want to drag your attention here. Here I was in constant touch with my subject. I was a student here. I was in touch with linear algebra. I was in touch with control systems. I was in touch with signals and systems. But my complacency, my overconfidence, my unnecessary deviation from my goal killed my result. I was away from the subject for 4 years, but I had a proper defined approach. I was not worried about my GATE. I was not worried about day in and day out, what will happen if I don't clear GATE? What will happen if I don't clear GATE? I was not pressurizing myself. I prepared GATE. I prepared for GATE in a calm, steady approach. That's what, in a very calm and steady manner I prepared for GATE, without taking any tension. Practice, practice, practice. That's all you have to do. The result was wonderful. I got an AR of 13. And after 2008, till this year, every year I have taken GATE. Because writing GATE has become my hobby after that. Because I got a good rank, I started coaching for GATE also. I started helping my friends for taking GATE. So, I wanted to gauge myself whether I am good enough to teach others. So, only in the year 2015, because of my personal problem, I didn't write GATE. But apart from the year 2015, from 2008 onwards, 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, so many times I have taken up GATE. And every time my rank has been less than 100 after this. Only 2 times I went to rank of more than 100, that was only here. From here, my rank was always less than 100. And one more thing, you may ask me, sir, you got in 2008 itself, you got an All India rank of 13. After this, you are getting a rank of less than 100. Aren't you degrading your performance? No, I am not degrading my performance. Nowadays, I am experimenting with GATE. Like for example, I will tell you, this year I wrote GATE. In GATE 2016 I wrote, my rank was 45. So, before going to GATE, I kept a challenge for myself. Even if I know the answer, I will not attempt for more than 67 marks. I will attempt only for 67 marks. Why I kept 67 marks as that was because 2015 GATE I didn't write. In 2014 I wrote, the topper was 60 marks was the topper in GATE 2014. You can check internet. In instrumentation in 2014 60 was the topper. Last year around 80 was the topper. So if this year if I attempt for 67, last year around 67 was getting a rank of less than 60, something around 60. So I told, okay, let me attempt only for 67 marks and see what I am getting, whether I am getting a good rank or not. I attempted for 67 marks. I got 64 marks. My rank was this. So that is what I am trying to tell you. So what I am not asking you to do this experiment with GATE, because that is dangerous. I am allowed to do that experiment because my GATE lecture is, my GATE exam was just experiments. My GATE result is inconsequential. I am not going to apply for MTech or MS based on that. But your GATE is very important. So don't, I am not asking you to experiment. I am just sharing the result of what I have felt. So based on this, what I am trying to tell is, just conceptual preparation is more than sufficient. How to manage time? Time seems to fly and pressure seems to build. That's what one of you is asking. No need. You need not get pressurized. As I told you, you are getting pressurized because you don't know concepts. Once you know concepts, once you know to apply the concepts properly, automatically time will be with you, pressure will go away from you. Take my words. And can you please provide a recorded video? For recorded video of webinar, please contact GATE Academy website details you have. GATE coordinators are there. You contact to the coordinator of the GATE Academy, they will help you to get the shared video. And I am preparing it from 4th. Now I have completed the syllabus. How to study for next 4 months to get. What is the focus? So somebody is asking that he has already finished the preparation for GATE. How to keep the focus for next 4 months? Since you have already finished the preparation, in the last 4 months keep on revising it. Remember, whenever I say revise, revision is not second preparation. Revision should be very fast. So and revision should not be with the book. You should be able to revise without the book. You revise it without the book, then keep what you have revised on one side, keep the book on other side, try to match whether you have revised correctly or not. Guys, please don't misread this as memorizing. I am not asking you to memorize. Memorize means it is ratta marna without understanding. You are just closing your eyes and doing like this. I am not asking you to do. When you are revising, as I told you, you are understanding the links between the topics and revising. So, and then you are correlating it with what is the theory in the books, what is the concept in the book. That is the way a good revision should be. How to recognize all the topic at the law. See guys, most important, during the law, there is no number of limits in taking up GATE. I have been taking up GATE for last 11 years, 11 times. So there is no number of attempts in or limits in taking up GATE. And what you have to do in the last 2 to 3 days? Last 2 to 3 days, take maximum rest and relaxation. Last 2 to 3 days, take good amount of rest. Last 2 to 3 days, avoid pressure. Be calm, be cool. That is the most important thing. So don't try to read anything new. Because you try to read something new, you will feel worried and you will miss something. Don't do that. Read very coolly. Just relax. Last 2 to 3 days, just revise. If you are getting, you are getting. You are not getting, you are not getting. Don't worry on those last 2 to 3 days. That's the most important things. Okay? Studying with the job, have a periodic, see whether you are in job or whether you are not in job, ensure that you are having a periodic progress. That is most important. Because as I told you, when I cleared my GATE also, I was in job. Only one thing is, if you have to make a weekly progress. Keep that. This week I will finish linear algebra, means you have to finish linear algebra. Next 3 days I finish linear algebra, means you have to finish linear algebra. So that target you keep, be hard on yourself and keep the target. The moment you do this, automatically it will come. And if you are in college, you need not do anything extra for GATE. What you are studying in college and what you are doing for GATE are aligned already. So you need not do anything. Okay. So that's all. I wish you all success, guys. Thanks a lot.